You know, I got 98% of what I wanted. I'm pretty happy.
Well, I think the sequestration is going to hurt. Today's numbers show that the recovery is gaining traction. What we should do is do everything we can to continue the recovery. And the sequestration is going to make some important cuts, which are going to hurt people. It's going to hurt investment. And ultimately, it's going to slow economic growth and job creation, which is why the president has worked so hard to try to replace the sequester with a balanced approach, which reduces the deficit by closing tax loopholes and reforming entitlements and smarter spending cuts.
Alan, how much, what is your best estimate on how much it could hurt the jobs growth?
You know, there are a number of estimates out there. If you look at what the Congressional Budget Office has said, they expect it to shave GDP growth by around 0.6 percentage point and to reduce employment by around 750,000 jobs, which, works out to 75,000 a month because the sequester didn't start until the beginning of March, so that's just 10 months for the rest of the year.
Okay, but what about your own council estimates on this?
We do a lot of analysis. We look around at what others are saying, and that seems to me to be quite a reasonable estimate.
If we don't get, though, these cuts, if we don't resolve, essentially, sequestration, what is going to happen to this economy overall? How much are we talking about? Not just jobs lost, but what are we talking about in terms of economic growth, in terms of investors fearing to invest in the stock market? What are we talking about here?
Well, I think first you have to recognize the sequester is just bad policy. It's a set of indiscriminate cuts, doesn't address our long-term deficit problems, and it's going to hurt the economy over the coming months.